how's everybody morning? Mine so far is just, I'm a great listener, and I'm not real judgmental, but I kind of, when you're a great listener, and I talk a lot too, right? But I also notice I'm a good listener, and I observe people well because my uncle Otis taught me that. He born on 3/15 this month, and he had a birthday come up. My late uncle, very very smart, you know. Uh, he passed trying to quit drinking. He didn't go to the hospital and stuff like that, and go to a rehab, and he had like a shock and had a heart attack. But anyway, heart attacks went in my family because we had a lot of males smoked and drink. But anyway, I'm just here because I'm just it's just like lately. I mean, from the radio to platforms, these people that set up on these high pedestals and stuff like that, or are doing better off than people that are on EBT or um, I'm gonna give you some examples. EBT, SSI, because these are the things that I'm dealing with, and Section 8 stuff like that. Okay. Um, do they ever question why people get in that predicament? Do they ever question? Do they ever know? Have they ever known a person's story to judge a person? And another thing that I'm getting sick and tired of, the Christian folk, right? Christian folk, how you doing? Good morning. The Christian folk that was born and preached kids and that was born in the church field wasn't in dysfunctional homes. They were born probably got baptized when they was a baby. Put it like that. I got saved when I was 3, but baptized when I was 5 or 6 the first time. But what I'm saying is, they were born into like a preacher's daughter or a family of people that always, you know, what I say, went to church or. Do you ever figure? Do you ever notice how they feel, how the way they act like they better than the people that wasn't? Everybody has their journey, right? Everybody has their journey on how they receive Christ and their walk and their journey, right? So because I got saved when I was 3, but I made bad choices in my life, and then not only that, I fell to I fell to alcohol addiction. I was given alcohol when I was younger, and then I started doing alcohol because things was happening to me, and I ran away from home. And then I had an older boyfriend that was 18 and I was 12, and he was hanging around older people, and we all drink. Okay, but this is the thing I do not appreciate in people that's in power and people that are like well off, like they own their house. They're not on food stamps. They're not on SSI. They're not single. These people, it's like sometimes to make you want to tune them out, unsubscribe to them because they feel like they Hey, Miss Brown. Hi. I'm over at the Hope Center. So yeah, I it's like this thing like, and I'm sober now, right? And I've been going through this for a while because I've been listening to syndicated radio, and I've been doing it for 7 years. It started off with the radio this morning, and then I clicked on YouTube, and I went straight to my live because I seen this other older lady that's a Christian, and always be talking about God, but she always belittling people that's on food stamps, SSI, and stuff like that. Okay, okay, you got your big break, or God bless you with a job where you retired at. God bless you with your husband's alimony. God bless you with your land, your property, your monopoly. God bless you, first lady, with your husband. Uh, People are like literally making me want to tune into R&B, rhythm and blues, because that's what this world seems like. It's like rhythm and then blues. You know, I've been listening to gospel for 7 years. I changed from Charlemagne, a guy, 103 point. I'm in Hampton, Virginia, so it's 103 jams, right? But on the radio, it's 102.9. Okay, and I used to have it on my app and my iHeart Radio, and I used to listen to that. Okay, when I moved and I stopped, being in relationships and stopped having sex and all this stuff and trying to get myself right with God, and I listen to the syndicated radio, and these people act as if because they have a husband, because they have a wife, because I got on the radio this morning and they didn't even air out what I said, and a lot of times I just be honest. I tell them I'm not, because the subject was this is where it started at, and I'm gonna tell you where it started on YouTube. I I've been single, and a lot of times I'm single because I chose to be single, right? I have I have had people ask me, you know, and you know, I was already still in love, and I was hurt from something that happened to me when I was 17, right? So I had a wall build up, and then I had dealt with men that was dealing with drugs, and they wanted me a lot, like sexually, and that's my choice, right? But what make you better than me because you married? Because let me tell you what this lady talk about on TikTok. The lady almost 80 years old. She said the only reason people, the difference is a person being married is you get to have sex a lot and don't feel guilty about it. And she's telling the truth. That's nothing but the truth. Because I remember back in the day, they said before you can have sex, and then if you have sex and you get pregnant, you got to marry the woman, right? So it's the same old law, you know. They try to make people that's single, that don't have nobody's shoulder to lean on, or don't have a man or somebody to support you, make you look small when God is so big. That's the thing that gets to me. They act like as if you can't make it on your own being single. I choose to be single. And one thing about me, I ain't never been envy of nobody. Because majority of people that's married, they cheat. Ask me how I know. Because majority of my life, most married men holler at me. Majority of married men more than a single man has hollered at me. And it's a turn off to me. Because right away when they try to get at me, you know what I tell them? That's a turn off. Because one thing, when it's said and done, you're going to be sleeping with your wife. And I ain't nobody's side piece. Okay? I got a lot of recipes to side dishes. So I ain't the one. Okay? So, but I got up here because I'm just sick and tired of people always throwing up the marriage thing, or what they have. God bless you with that. Would you ever forget it? If it wasn't for God, there wouldn't be no man or woman. There wouldn't be no houses, no cars, no jewelry. People get on my nerves, my last nerve. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I'm listening at you every single day. I'm listening at sarcasm. I'm listening at you thinking you better than somebody. I don't care. I'm telling you, we got some Christians, quote unquote Christians out here that think because they're up here, you may be better off because you don't have to deal with the things on the ground. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever forget how you got to where you at. And just remember to thank God for all the stuff that he gave. Don't just throw it in people's face. Because when I got on the radio this morning, they asked me, the question was, should you take advice from a single person if you marry? And I like the lady when she came up. I'm trying to think I write things down, where she was from. She said, it doesn't matter if you married or whatever. Advice should be able to come from any way, anyhow. advice, because sometimes God will lay it on a person or give it to you to give it to another person. You could be another person's help in need. Some people are just so, I don't know what to say. So, and I'm trying to say it in a good way, because I'm sitting here and I'm studying, I'm listening every day, and I keep listening to the same station, same station. It's another station that do it too, and they be talking about couples and marriage. Okay, congratulations to you. But don't ever think that uh, I can't be married. I choose not to be married. And one of the reasons why I choose not to be married, because if I can't find a person that loves God more than self, more than me, then that ain't the person for me. Because I know if I find somebody that loves God more than anything and in love with Jesus, I know that he wouldn't be doing those things to me. Infidelity, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, and all that stuff that I've already been through, right? Make it make sense. So I'm like sick and tired of people rubbing that in my face. I can go and have sex. I can have sex with your husband and ask God to forgive me. I'm sick and tired of these married people trying to make me feel inadequate because I have not married. I have a choice to be married or not. You can't make me be married because you married. And let me tell you another thing. Lady at my church, I'll never forget. She's around about maybe 2 or 3 years older than me. She said she was married to a pastor, but she now married to the drummer at our church. Now make it make sense. For all these little first ladies and these people that's always trying to make us look like you better than somebody else, because you are married and you are having sex every night and having kids and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. Um, God is going to work at his time, not your time. So for you to think, and this lady on YouTube, she always talking about some God. She just went through a dirty marriage or something. She's single. And she probably got all her property, monopoly property, from when she divorced. She over there got YouTubers telling people that they shouldn't be on Section 8, EBT, and all this stuff. What if you lose your job? What if you end up with a mental illness? What if you end up crippled? Or something happened to you? Or had a stroke? Or what if your husband leave you? And you don't have a dime? I mean, these people, I don't think they even think about things before they come out their mouth. And I'm just like sick and tired of these people. And when I say these people, they know exactly who they is. Because one thing about me, and two things for sure, I'm going to address you. And I'm going to talk to God about it. And I've been talking to God about this radio station for about 3 or 4 years. But I found a shift in it in the past year when I started doing YouTube. Yeah, because I noticed last year when I used to call up there, they used to say, we ain't had no room for you today to talk on the radio, right? We ain't had no room for you today. Right after I started my YouTube. And I said, okay. I was on Meta doing Wake Up with Jesus. And I said, wow. So these people, what I'm trying to talk about, they want you to subscribe to them, follow them, and let you see them have a beautiful life, right? And keep coming up on their page and giving them a comment. Oh, you did this well, you did this well. Oh, praise God and praise God. But they don't leave a comment underneath your page and give you a what is it called, y'all? A badge, or either give you a little trophy on Meta and say good job. I got the badges online because if I was to meet anybody other than the people that's trying to stop what God is doing, I'm gonna talk to you. I don't care. If I ever got famous, I'm gonna give you an autograph. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna ever think that I'm better than anybody, knowing that God put me in a position where I'm better off. But I would never think that I'm better than somebody because I have a big old church and I have a big old house and a lot of land, or I have diamond earrings on, and I have sex every night with my husband. I have 7, 8, 10, 12,000 kids. I have one son, and God gave me one son. I asked for 5. I still can have kids. I still can have sex. I still can get married. I don't even look 50. So, what you got to say? Because y'all got to do better, Christians, whatever y'all say y'all is, because I'm very spiritually connected to God, and I chose to clean up what I messed up. But ain't nobody gonna sit around and fan stuff up in my face that my opinion, my advice don't matter, because I do and was born with discernment. So yeah, and your opinion is your opinion too, but I know what God's opinion about me is. I'm Sheri Brown, and I can get married when I get ready, and when God want me to get ready. And if He want me to have 4 more kids that I prayed to have 5, He would give them to me. Okay. And this lady used to come on my thing on YouTube, y'all. She just sitting around bad mouthing people on EBT, food stamps, and all this stuff. And she keep getting all these views. And I remember when she came to my channel, when I first told everybody that KFC is now taking EBT for hot food. She came on my channel, got the idea, and went and made a video, and got 15,000 people look at her video. She reminded me of that guy in Scotland. They're all about fame, money, and stepping on people's neck, back, and everything. Just to get what? To get what? Knock right back down to the ground. Because anything that you cheat and do, and God is watching everybody, right? To get to somewhere, He's watching. He'll take that stuff right back. Been there, done it. Because I was in a position one time when I was doing something illegal. Okay? And I ended up getting sick myself, using the stuff myself, losing my jobs, losing teeth, losing apartments. Because don't expect you can do something to somebody else and not expect the same thing to happen to you. Some people call it karma, and I just call it all good old God just showing you that the same thing can happen to you. So don't be going and acting like you're better than the next person. Yeah, that's what I just wanted to come up here and talk about. And basically, I'm just, my ears are tired. And I'm about to change my station to 88.1 or either 95.7. I'm getting tired. I'm sitting here and I'm telling everybody that I'm listening to these people, and then I'm listening, and then I'm sitting here and I'm hearing the sarcasm, and then I'm like, one thing about me, if something's damaging my ears and causing me to think in a certain way that's not healthy for me, I'm tuning you out, I'm cutting you off, and I'm changing the station. That's just how I am. I'm unsubscribing. That's just how I am. Because at the end of the day, I'm subscribed to God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit that resides in me. I'm not going to sit there and listen to somebody else's what you think. Okay? Because one thing about me, God gave me a platform, and it's Jesus Saves. Okay? And I have Meta. Wake up with Jesus. And I don't have to have nobody airwave, because I can go get a job in the airwave myself. All I gotta do is apply and ask God, can I have it, right? Because most of everything I had in my whole entire life, I asked God first. If it's for you, it's gonna be for you. But don't get ahead of yourself, okay? Please don't get ahead of yourself. Because sometimes people hide behind things, but I be the one that you can't hide, because I'm gonna put you out there. Okay? So check yourself before you wreck yourself. I think that's check yourself, Ice Cube, before you wreck yourself. And then which color said too? Reverend Sharpton. Yeah, y'all don't get it twisted. Yeah, yeah. I'm married to God and Jesus. Please don't get it twisted. Yeah. And I talk a little bit more about relationships and stuff on this channel. And yeah, because do you think it's better off to just to marry somebody and put a ring on just so you can have sex, or just so you can say I got a man on my side and I got somebody to change my light bulb and rub my feet? Or do you think it's best to be married to somebody because God told you that this is the man for you and you should marry this guy? Hey, how you doing? It's Tony, right? Tony, right? It's Tony. Carol. I always get you mixed up with Tony.
Carol, I've been looking at your iPod. I mean your podcast.
You do? This is a YouTube.
I mean,
You be on the. I don't do the Wake Up with Jesus that much no more.
Oh,
I put most of my time in here because this channel, it supports me. The other ones, they just sit there and look at me and don't like it, don't follow me or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one, I've been doing this 8 months now, and I think I'm up at almost 1,300, 1,400. No, 1,400.
Oh, that's good.
I mean 14, yeah, 1,400, 1,400.
Yeah.
That's real good for a small channel.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of people looking at me, but they're not subscribing.
Oh.
Yeah, cause past week I got almost 20,000
Wow.
looking. But isn't that weird?
It is.
You got 20,000 people looking at you, but on that 1,400
That's something.
subscribe. Yeah.
Your mom haven't got here yet.
She told me to come.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause we was at the church.
Yeah, cause I printed some pictures off my YouTube, and I brought one for her.
Good.
Yeah, I do screenshots
You go around
off my thing.
You might have went to Buckrow first.
Yeah, I do screenshots and I print them out at
Oh,
Walmart.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Stuff.
cause I do the best because it's kind of hard with me getting good pictures, and so when I'm on YouTube doing my lives, I could just like stay still like this and take a good picture.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful picture there.
I think so too. I gave it to my mama.
You go, girl.
I got a lot of them. I just give her this one. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. My little cousin.
All right. Yeah. So it's crazy, y'all. But anyway, and then another topic they kept talking about too, about beauty. Yeah, I wanted to get on that one too because I remember when I was in my second grade. In second grade, one of my teachers told me, "Pretty is what pretty does." I don't have a problem with people saying I look good and pretty and stuff because I already know about what pretty is and pretty does, and I already know about brains. You know, if it ain't, it's beauty or brains or both. You know, but yeah, and then she ended up saying, this person, right, ended up saying, "Tell me something pretty broke. You could be pretty and broke. What the broke got to do with it? How about pretty and broken? Jesus." Pretty and broken is the word. You know, when you say pretty and broke, because money ain't never been a problem with me because men has always given me money and I know how to get money. You know, that's the thing about it. People always try to judge you by far. And they think that you're not tuning in and listening, and then they know you listening too. Because when I call in, I get to talk to them. A lot of times they don't even air the stuff I say because they know there's a lot of truth behind it. And then I did say too, I said sometimes, you know, because, you know, I had one of the people talking to me and always telling me what they got to say. And that's how I can tell that they're not going to air what I'm saying because they want to have this long conversation with me. So I already know it's not going to be aired. So I look at it like this. I look at it like I got my own platform anyway. So you ain't got to let me get in there. And then I can go in on Darlene at night, William all that. You know, I don't. You're not the only one. I've been on Steve Harvey's. I've been on almost every one of them radio stations. You know, the guy that come on in the morning at 2:00 in the morning. Please, you know, it trips me out, yo. It trips me out because I sit there and be listening at them, and I'm like. And then like I don't know what's going on, and I prayed on it and I asked God, and I said, is this the devil trying to trick me? It's not the devil, though, because he showed it to me, and I wrote down a lot of stuff that he said. I got books and stuff, and journals, because I study radio, right? And I got everything they wrote. I got it wrote down. I got it wrote down when he first had his first grandbaby, what birthday that the grandbaby was, what dog the dog birthday, and because if you listen to a person every day, like for instance TD Jakes, his daughters, and you know what I'm saying, and then his wife. Okay, if you seeing these people and you listening to them every single day, you're gonna remember, right, their birthdays and all this essential stuff, right? Because you constantly and you've been listening to them for years, right? So what? This is the thing about me, and not only that, I write the stuff down. But I'm getting tired, like if I'm listening at something and I feel like something's being twisted about it. So I said, I'm gonna go up here and I'll talk about it, and I'll talk about it, relationships and stuff like that, later on, y'all. So I'm about to get off right now because I'm not gonna make this long because I have a whole bunch of other stuff to do. And yeah, Jesus saves, y'all. Jesus saves. I put some got to be glue on this. So I got tired of my vein keep moving. I put some got to be glue. Yeah. Yeah, pretty is what pretty does. I've done a whole lot, but the thing about it is, people recognize who they want to recognize, but I know God recognizes me. That's where that what is it? I'm one of God's fans. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, just know God is looking at me. And the thing about it, when you give people compliments and stuff, and you always giving them compliments, and sometimes they get ahead of themselves. And that's why I tell people when they come to my channel all the time, I be like, it's not about my makeup, it's not about my hair, because I've been doing this stuff all my life. I said, don't miss the point of what we're talking about, Don't miss it, But yeah, because a lot of times, and I did a thing on Meta, I took all this off. And one time, y'all know me, I take the hair off and all that, because it ain't about that. At the end of the day, it's about your heart and where your mind at, right? So, yeah, I'll be back later on. Jesus saves.